Hey guys, welcome to the first part of our Arcee extravaganza review. We're going to take a look at three Arcees, and the first one we're going to take a look at is the Perfect Effects DX01 Arcee. Yeah, this is Arcee, more of a Transformers Prime looking motorcycle. Now I wanted to show her off real quick with this Jinx character from G.I. Joe Retaliation, and how well in scale she is with the G.I. Joe figure. So 3 3/4 inch figures will fit on this person, well, this FIM motorcycle bot very nicely. So anyway, just going to go ahead and throw Jinx out of here. But yeah, now normally I would show off the box for this character, but I've long since thrown away the box. I've had her for a couple years, and I just never reviewed her. Also, there's a piece that's missing. She had this little yellow visor. I got this character when she first came out. There's this little yellow visor that goes across her eyes. It has sat on my desk for literally years. And I had it, and an hour before this review, it got misplaced. So we won't be taking a look at that. But however, this is made by Perfect Effect, and it's a really nice Cybertronian looking motorcycle. These pieces right here, die-cast metal. Gotta love that. The thing about this character this figure that I love the most is all of the weapons, the swords, the pistols, they all store on her. There are no loose pieces with this figure. Perfect Effect really has done that well, and I mean, like I said, this is an older figure, but I'm trying to show you some of the best RCs that you can get out there. So you got these thrusters in the back. You can kind of see visible hands here, but it's really a nice figure. Got a little kickstand here that pops up and down. The wheels do roll. This one kind of catches a little bit. You can hear it hitting something there, but yeah, it does roll very well. You've got parts of what makes up a big sniper rifle pinned to the side of her. But otherwise, like I said, this has been one of my favorite RCs for a while. And for her to be knocked off, well, not knocked off per se, but she's got some competition, because here she is next to the Mastermind Creations Azalea. And this is a nice looking bot. And size comparison, of course, this is a motorcycle, and this is a hover car. Yeah, and then of course you just had the Generations RC come out, which is G1 fantastic, but yeah. This is kind of a newer design though with the motorcycle, you know, of course, after Transformers Prime. And they also made this figure in blue, and you can get her still. She is still available out there. Yeah, like I said, nice futuristic motorcycle, a good looking bot here. So anyway, as far as Transformers, she is a bit of a parts former. We're going to be taking off a lot of stuff. The first thing we want to do is take these off. And you want to take this back seat off. You also want to remove this, what becomes a bipod later. Remove that. And the side fairings, they tab on with just this little tab here into that slot. And then you take the gun barrel out of there. You want to take these swords out. You just kind of pop them from the bottom, because they kind of wedge in. They kind of wedge in, and then they angle up. So once again, you just kind of move the sword out of the way and just pop it out from the bottom and kind of pop it right across the screen. So anyway, we'll take a look at her accessories. She does have these twin swords here with these pink translucent blades. I really like these. These are very nice. They just fold up when they're being stored. But yeah, very nicely done there. And on this back piece that was the seat, you've got two identical pistols. One of them is harder to get out than the other. If you couldn't tell, I just found the one that is. Come on. Please don't fly across the room. There we go. So she has these dual pistols here. Not too bad. We'll just put those off to the side. And the other parts, what you have are the pieces that came off of the bike. You want to take those and pull these down. And then you want to push these together like this, and they have a little notch inside, so you just kind of push it up there. And yeah, just like that. And then you're going to take the barrel, extend it out. You want to take the bipod, which this bipod also, it rotates up and down, at least on one side. But I actually broke this side, so it's kind of glued in there, so it's never coming out. It's okay, I never use the bipod, I just leave it like that. You know, take this part that was on the side of the motorcycle and pin it to the bottom there. And also, if you go here, she does have a little magazine stored up in there. You want to take that magazine and just put it on the outside, so you got something like this. And then you take this gun part, and once again it's got that notch in there, and these parts are interchangeable, these two pink parts, you can go either way on them. And you just push that on there, and then there you have a very, wait a minute, I did that wrong. No I didn't. I'm just looking at it wrong. You want to put this over here. So once you got that together, you got a very nice looking sniper rifle here. It does like angle out a little bit more than I want it to. It used to not do that. I'm not sure why. This part just seems to not push all the way forward anymore, or all the way to the right to make this completely straight. Now I can try changing out both sides. Let's see what happens with that. Come off of there. There we go. Let's see if one side actually fits in a little bit better than the other. I think I actually put that back in the same one. I did. Let's see how it looks in that one. Well, it looks a little bit straighter, so we'll go with that. Yeah, you just put this back on here. Actually, it looks about the same. So it used to not look like that, so well, that looks a little bit better. So anyway, so you got a very nice sniper rifle there. Next, we want to take these pieces. There was a part of her fairings. Take the fins and just kind of angle them up and push them through this slot. There you go. You want to make sure that's towards the front. The side goes here. We got those prepped. Now on to the robot itself. Now this is her base with nothing on her, so she looks really funny looking here. So what you want to do is take the legs, and they actually peg in by little pegs right there on the knees. Take these and bend them down slightly. Don't pinch your hand like I just did. That actually hurt. You want to take these feet. Now these feet actually click in very securely, so what you want to do is just kind of get in there on top until you hear it click. Now before you extend the leg fully, take this portion and make a 180 with it, and they do pop off. Just make a 180 with that, straighten out the leg, bring this leg all the way down, and make sure this part is flared out. There's a heel spur and her foot. Actually, I like to transform around this way to have this black detail on the front. So same thing, open it up, bend it down, rotate this. Take your thumb and get in here and just click it down. There you go. Make sure the heel spurs are out. And like I said, this is die cast, and when you get her standing, this all seems very spindly, but once you get her standing, she is very solid. Now you want to take these arms and raise your camera up a little bit. So take the arms and bring them around to the front. And you can rotate them down now if you want. Take the top half of the body and do a 180. Take this front piece and just kind of extend her up. Now what you want to do is bring this down to the front. And actually, no, you want to separate the back just right there and bring the head out. What you want to do is bring the head up, make a 180, and turn it around. And then you can just push it down And oops, I forgot about her tailpipe thing. You want to push that up into the back and then collapse everything together. Next, you want to take this piece right here, this little notch, and you want to go into the front of the breastplate. If you look, you just kind of push it in, and that locks it in fairly well. And take her hands and just switch them around to the front. And there you have basically your base design of the DX Motobot right here. Now, not too impressive like this, but that's before you start pinning everything onto her. So you want to take these and pin them onto where the handlebars were. And actually, no, I got that backwards. You want to do it this way. There you go. That looks a little bit better. So she got her big jet wings there. Next, we want to take this piece that was the back seat of the bike, fold it down, and there's a little tab here that you bring down. You go to her back, and there's a little bitty tab right there. You just push up. It kind of locks up, and you want to take this and push it into her back without collapsing it, and there you go. And that just lays down right there, and actually turns into a holder for her swords and everything. So yeah, there you have the DX Motobot in her robot mode. And just real quick, because we're going to break this down, but she can hold her big sniper rifle very well. These are some very posable hands. So just get her in there, and there we go. No, I don't got it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, she can two-hand wield this thing, and it's pretty awesome. I really like the huge sniper rifle with her. So anyway, now that we've shown that off, articulation, let's get into it, because her feet can go back and forth due to the transformation. The feet will tilt at the front, but not the back. She's got a very, very good single joint at the leg. The legs are on a post that'll go in and out. She does have nice waist articulation and kind of an ab crunch as well. The arms are on little ball joints, and I will tell you that my camera's falling down again. I will tell you that I don't like the arms here because they do just they don't really lock in. They just kind of flap here. This one kind of locks in. This one doesn't. They don't droop down or anything. They just don't lock in. But they're on a ball joint there. That'll get you where you need to go. A bicep twist, elbow joint that will go past a 90 degree. The hands will rotate and tilt down, which helps with posing with her blades and everything. Oh, also, I forgot about her head here. Her head is on a ball joint as well. And if you see, she's got her ears and they look a little flat. What you do is just tilt the head back, and that'll bring out the antenna on the side. So that's really cool. And then she's got a little bit up and down, but that's about as far as she can go up, and she can't make a full 360. So now on to weaponry. She does have these nice swords that we can pose her with. And you just fit those in her hands, and like I said, because of the way of the wrist joints, you can really get some good articulation out of that with a nice thrust or something. Now, I will say mine does not hold her swords very well. I try to get these in here, and they're in there, and they just kind of sit there. What I do is I use the wrist armor to kind of hold them steady a little bit better. And she also has her dual pistols, which she can hold as well. Now, these do stay in the hands very well. So yeah, Arcee can matrix it up here, you know, if that's still a thing. She's two-gunning. Now, here's where things get cool, and this is one of the things I really like about this figure. What you can do is like take her pistols and put them on the sides of this little backpack you put on here. And then you can take the swords and just plug them in here. Oops, I'm trying to get her feet to packed right here. There we go. So anyway, we'll take the sniper rifle, we'll go ahead and break that back down. And you want to take these and push them back in so you have that smaller post out. And then you can take them and attach them to these holes on the back of her arms, which is where they attach to the motorcycle mode. You can take the magazine and plug it onto here. You can take the bipod, plug it on another one of those. And the scope, and plug it on there. And now she's got some arm cannons. And last but not least, you can take this barrel and just put it right in here. And there you go. She has every single bit of weaponry stored on her. And she looks fairly badass with everything on her. She looks like she could kick some booty. I mean, look at her. This has been one of my favorite Arcees for a while. But last but not least, let's go ahead and close out this review. Let's take a look at her with all three of the Arcees together. And lastly, guys, here we have the Perfect Effect Arcee standing next to our Generations Arcee and our new reformatted Azalea the Avenger from Mastermind Creations. So, yeah, overall, I really like what Perfect Effect does with this one, but it's not to take away from either one of these. They are very similar, but very different and would fit in on either shelf. But that's this one. Let's move on to these two, and you can watch those videos right here. And until next time, guys, I'm Jason the X. Make sure you watch SCNS Live, powered by Cinelinks.com. And until next time, I'm going to see you in another review. Let's roll over there.